Hello, and welcome to the Of Myths and Men podcast, the Shawshank Redemption of the podcasting world. I am your host, Adam Holcomb, and I am joined today by co-host Dylan Blumenberg.
Brooks was here.
And we are happy to have the self-proclaimed Red of the podcast, Valya Chodar.
Talking Red Foreman or Red from House? That's not a character in House.
Actually, I don't know.
King of the Hill.
That Red?
But the Red from Shawshank Redemption, that's where the two tied into each other.
Yeah, but I want the Red from that 70s show.
That's fine too.
He was in the Shawshank Redemption. He played the wall they cut into, right?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Now that you say that, I remember it. I didn't recognize him until you said something.
He was calling them dumbasses they were doing it.
Fair warning, this might get loud. Waffles coming over.
Warful? Beat that meat.
Stop masturbating while we record.
That's how I get her to jump up on my lap.
You whip your dick out.
Yeah, hey, mushroom stamper. God, you better cut that.
Our podcast brings together three unknowledgeable individuals who spend a day pretending to be experts on mythology. Each week, we will discuss a different god or creature, rotating out the lead mythologist. We will discuss its habits, its attitudes, we will tell a tale, and we will end on a debate on who would win in a mythological fight to the death. Today's lead mythologist will be Valya. Can you tell us a bit about the god or creature we'll be talking about today?
Let me ask you guys, if you think of mythology and you think of Scottish accents, what's the creature you think of?
Scarecrow.
The
Willy
movie?
from The Simpsons.
Both of those are incorrect.
Nessie.
That works, but that's not what I'm thinking of here.
Leprechaun.
I'm thinking of the Griffin. Okay.
Leprosy.
No.
The Griffin?
Yeah, not leprosy.
Hey, I have a notebook with a griffin on it.
Well, it's not this Griffin, because this Griffin is mine. You don't know what you're talking about. All right, so let me get into the deets, the nuts and bolts of the Griffin, all right? Legendary
Is this
creature.
thing made out of metal?
Some are. If
Is it
you've
made out of
played Duel
stone?
Monsters.
The duel? Adam, that's going off.
So, the Griffin, all right? It's a pretty
Okay.
well-known creature, right? Body, tail, and back legs of a lion, head and wings of an eagle. Also, it's got eagle's talons as its front feet, all right? So this thing is a clusterfuck of creature. Pretty much what Adam just sent in this chat. It looks like a lion type of bird that's pretty big, and it could straight.
That's because
mess
it
up.
literally is a griffin.
Yeah, that's not the one I'm talking about.
bought-
That's a different.
2 notebooks. One had a basilisk on it, and I am ready to tweet out a picture of this notebook once this episode airs.
I use Notepad++ personally. So
Dude, the best.
here's the thing. So yeah, it's got eagle talons as its feet. Remember that, especially for our fight club, because it's the power of the eagle talons, right? So because the lion was traditionally considered the king of beasts, and the eagle, the king of birds, pretty common stuff. The griffin's thought to be especially powerful, majestic. It was.
I would fuck one.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Like, it's basically the king of creatures, like that. The mix of those two. I
King
mean,
of beast and bird.
you know how many countries use lions and eagles as their like symbol?
5.
Only the
Literally
shitty
like
ones.
6. Only the shitty ones. America.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, indeed. So griffins are known for guarding treasure and priceless possessions usually. I do enjoy the fact that a lot of these like combo creatures are just props in stories by humans to like protect things. Like, they can't just be free roaming creatures that live in the world. Like, no, they gotta protect our fucking necklaces and shit. Like,
As if they would be so petty, right?
yeah.
Some
the one
animal
thing I
that
just-
has no sense of wealth is protecting necklaces.
Yeah, right.
Do not care for those, 10th century writers.
They're real pieces of shit.
They were broke too. Like these weren't rich guys writing this. What the fuck are they talking about?
So griffins are Scottish?
I just like the idea in my mind. Whenever someone talks about a griffin, I think of a like really heavy Scottish accent saying the word griffin.
So another call out to Drunks and Dragons, but they had a griffin in their campaign that was named Peter Griffin.
That's very funny, honestly.
And there's art of it, and it's just like literally Peter Griffin from Family Guy as a griffin.
I remember there was a kid we went to high school with named Griffin. That's all I remember about him, but just, you know.
I don't even remember that much.
He was
Do
called...
you remember there was a kid we went to high school with named Kyle?
God, fuck that guy.
Dude, the worst.
I bet if his name was Griffin, he'd be a better person.
No, I like Kyle. Kyle's a good
So,
fuck you, Kyle.
Yeah.
That was Valia.
Kyle, you're a bitch. That was me that time. And it's true. Alright? So, fun little fact about the Griffin. Okay? So, you know the wings you get at Buffalo Wild Wings? Some think, and it is commonly thought, that those are actually made from griffin meat. This is really only true B-dubs that have their Griffin Wings Wednesday nights. So...
I've never been there for that. I've been there for their shitty service years.
But yeah, like Griffin Wing Wednesdays is common. Like 49 cents, you get a bunch of Griffin wings. Also, Donald Trump has personally killed and eaten 3 griffins on his own. He's the best hunter in America. That's a fact.
That's kind of impressive.
Didn't his son like shoot an elephant or something?
I think he did, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
but he's not a better hunter than his dad.
He's not doing anything to help his case of being the douchebag son to the douchebag king.
How are they douchebags? He killed a griffin, dude. They're overpopulated. They're decimating the population of squirrels here. What's wrong with you? Get a frickin' encyclopedia.
You know what? How about I fucking hit you with an encyclopedia?
I'll get knowledge
shove
then.
You in a fucking file cabinet full of encyclopedias.
Oof. Can't fit. Too many encyclopedias in there, bud. So, the griffin, it originates primarily from Mongolia, specifically the Silk Road. But how you can kind of trace it back though also to the likes of ancient Egypt, Iran, as well as SeaWorld.
What?
Yeah, Silk Road, ancient Egypt, and Iran.
What was the last one?
Silk Road, I think.
Did you say SeaWorld?
No, I said see the world.
I don't think you did.
You know what I said?
You were talking about the Canadian one.
I know what I said when I said SeaWorld, and I definitely didn't say that. Anyway, they all generally have...
You just said SeaWorld again.
Huh? I didn't say SeaWorld. I don't know where you're
go ahead.
hearing. I don't know where you're hearing SeaWorld from. So yeah, each of these variations, especially the SeaWorld one, generally have like a slight twist on them. But they pretty much all kind of go to that lion eagle combo breaker type of situation, you know. So yeah, as I mentioned, countries are often seen on coat of arms, flags, because they are pretty fucking cool. Like I get that. Like the U.S. using an eagle, eagles are badass. I understand. Like using a griffin.
Second grade fun fact interruption. Did you know that the U.S. originally was going to have its national animal be
turkey?
A turkey. You motherfucker, Adam.
The nation of Turkey?
2 hours to your house and...
It's only an hour away.
Yeah, because it was Benjamin Franklin, right? He liked the turkey.
Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey.
That's a fact every second grader knows.
Can you imagine not eating turkey?
Turkey's pretty legit.
Because like
you'd have to eat bald eagles instead.
Yeah,
in my opinion, but I still like some turkey.
I'm a fan of turkey as well.
Every Thanksgiving, we'd carve up the bald eagle, bald turkey.
Anyway, so
gotta be a lean bird.
Yeah, it's a very like with the bald eagle, you get like how much meat would you get out of that? It'd be expensive as fuck compared to a turkey.
Couple dime bags of meat.
Yeah, turkey you can get fucking feed 25 people. You know. Anyway, so Yeah, they're seen on coats of arms and stuff, flags, etc. They also mate for life. So, they get together with a griffin, they stick it out, no cheating, no eating ain't cheating, none of that stuff.
Monogamous.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Exactly what you said.
That means
No
you're
eat.
a Mormon.
You can't eat and cheat?
Correct.
Gotcha.
What about cheat days?
No eating, no cheating.
I mean, eating ain't cheating, so I don't get why this is even included, because Griffin could eat and cheat if it wants, because it's not eating, eating ain't cheating, so I don't see the problem here. So yeah, but when the mate dies, they don't really find another. They're pretty loyal. They stick it out, then die alone, sad.
Sad.
No.
That's depressing.
Yeah. Also, they shit gold nuggets.
What? What are they eating? Gold nuggets?
They eat their own shit.
Their food is also their fecal matter.
Yeah.
That
No,
makes sense.
Does it just get smaller, or can they just eat indefinitely like
It's
that?
efficient.
it's a perfect loop. They come out the size they came in.
1-to-1.
What do they eat first?
What was the initial food? It's a chicken and egg
Yeah.
scenario. No one knows.
Like, does it eat its mama or papa's gold poop,
I don't-
and then they have to die?
Can't
Gold
say.
doesn't come from something. You could just,
It
gold
just exists.
just exists. Eggs don't just exist.
Yeah, that-
What are you
Griffin's
trying
been
to
around
say,
since
Dylan?
The heat death of the universe and the Big Bang that followed. That's
Are
what
you
I'm
trying to
say.
tell us that
You know what? I'm trying to get into some
it's not
fucking
like the chicken and egg
Deep.
situation?
deep, dude. Talking about things that are funnier than this podcast. Not the Big Bang Theory.
Well, I'm glad we rank as funnier than the Big Bang Theory.
It's pretty easy to do. I'd rather
We-
scrub my fucking kitchen floor with a toothbrush.
We should add a laugh track to our podcast, I think.
Ricky
Well, we do
Gervais
have
laugh track.
those premium sound effects.
Caw.
That was a good sample.
That was a weird one. That was very high
Wide
pitched.
range.
Now they'll never know if we're actually laughing or if it's fake.
You can get way higher. That's really high pitch.
That wasn't me.
Who was that? You just have some
Was
little
it
kid?
Waffle?
Yeah, Waffle's getting in here with their weird chirping.
Story time.
Story time. Mythology was created through an early form of storytelling, so we like to spend a little bit of time delving into a tale that involves our subject. Or we will be a little bit more in-depth with analyzation to better understand the story, and each week you'll have a tale to bring home to tell your waffle, your lion, your eagle, or your turkey. You thought I was going to say a combination of lion and eagle, but I didn't. I said turkey. That's where I get you.
Cats are
where I
weirdly similar to
fucking
raptors.
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
What?
Cats are weirdly similar to raptors. Let me just throw that in here.
Do they chase you around on two legs and try to eat you?
Dude, they're fucking vicious,
Viscous?
Viscous. They're very thick and liquidy.
Alright. Valia, you want to tell us a tale about a griffin?
The story is 100% true. I'll preface all of this with that. So, daybreak. Okay? Light shines upon 3000
26
BC Africa. Shut up. This is my story. You be quiet.
AM. Daybreak.
Daybreak. Light
6:23
shines
AM.
upon 3000 BC Africa. And yes, I'm talking about the entire continent. Okay? Camera zoom and it's just whooshing through Africa to a quiet forest. Birds rustle in the trees. Camera zooms quick past the trees, right? Lion comes into view. Lion's name? Mufasa.
Scar.
Star of the 1994 hit The Lion King. This is the lion that played the Lion King. And that's his real name, too. Mufasa.
Mufasa or the Lion King?
Mufasa. So Mufasa hurting real bad because Scar, right? So Lion King is based off a true story. I don't know if you guys know that. They use the people's real name. So they use the creatures' real names. So so Mufasa, he's hurting real bad because Scar stole his lady, right? Scar and Mufasa are still related. So in an unprecedented move, Scar steals his lady, right? And Scar's just flaunting his relationship to Mufasa. So he's like, Mufasa's mega pissed about this, right? So he's sad. Then out of nowhere, an eagle, right, lands in front of Mufasa. This eagle's looking good. Okay? They hit it off.
Like tasty good?
Like
Or sexy good.
Sexy and tasty good.
DeviantArt 18 plus good.
Yup. I'm talking about XXX section at Family Video good. Okay. So they hit it off, right? Mufasa and this eagle hit it off. And they happen to get it on, right? Text flashes on the screen 3 years later. First Griffin ever murders Scar. More text flashes on the screen. Black background, white text. Finn. Credits roll. Post-credit scene. Buffalo Wild Wing logo shows up. Product placement, obvious. Tony Stark, Captain America, eating Griffin wings. Just chatting about nothing.
Chatting shit.
Chatting shit, getting banged. End of story.
I don't know
That
what
was
I was supposed to get
exhilarating.
from that story.
What you're supposed to get is I couldn't find a story that was condensed about a griffin, so I just made up a bunch of random shit.
All I know is I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings after this.
That's the point of the story.
Oddly enough, I had Buffalo Wild Wings before this.
Are you serious?
100% serious.
Don't lie now.
Did you eat griffin wings?
I'll know
I had
if
a
you lie.
medium, boneless wings, 3 flavors, honey barbecue,
The
medium,
worst.
and lemon pepper.
Medium's pretty good. Lemon pepper. I've never had lemon pepper.
It's pretty
That
good.
one's good.
It's very dry.
I'm always
It is a dry rub.
mango habanero or what's that dry rub?
Buffalo.
Yeah, that one's really good. Anyway,
That one's really good. We are sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings this week.
their service
Eat your Griffin wings.
makes it seem like
and
they
eat 'em
microwave
well.
the wings, let them get cold, and microwave them again before they got to the table.
So
Griffin wings, the only wings to give you wings.
yeah. The only wings to make you really just question what you're doing at this restaurant. Just really think about things.
Just glorified chicken nuggets, aren't they? The boneless ones. I mean, I'll still eat them.
Pretty much.
They're pretty good, but
They're good.
yeah,
I do the boneless ones, man. I don't like the bone.
I don't want to fuck around with
All
that.
right. All right, let us move on to Fight Club.
Same, because we're getting
So
awful
that-
close to this 30 minutes
that
about to piss.
Dylan can get Buffalo Wild Wings. One of the things people love to debate about is who would win in a fight, NPH or NPR?
I mean,
I think NPH. NPR wouldn't attack him because he's gay.
what's the dude from NPR's name? Fuck, I can't remember.
This week on the podcast of This American Life,
Oh, that
we
guy.
bring you a story about
What about Tom Ashbrook?
What's his fucking name?
This is
God
On
damn it.
Point with Tom Ashbrook, although not there anymore. Welcome to
Are you
Planet
looking up the
Money.
name?
Yeah, Ira Glass.
Ira Glass.
This is Ira
that's it.
Glass with This American Life this week.
Good podcast.
Spot on
Ira Glass.
impression.
So in our Fight Club, we indulge ourselves and talk about who would win in a mythological fight to the death. We will pit this week's subject, the Griffin, against one we discussed in an earlier podcast with our lead mythologist defending their creature. And Valia, you may challenge myself or Dylan. Who would you like to challenge?
Before I lay down the smack and challenge someone, I'll bring it. Want to shut up for a sec? I'll bring it.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, lay down strengths and weaknesses real quick. So, strength, 8 times stronger than an eagle. 8 times stronger than a lion. They would eat things like giraffes, elephants, and whatnot, like really big-ass
So a
animals.
6 strength? Or
Sure.
5?
I'd say 5.
5 strength.
Yeah. But they could easily annihilate a human. Maybe 6.
No, we already wrote down 5.
Okay. Can't delete.
No, it's pen and paper.
Typewriter. Got it. Healing properties in their feathers and eggs, but they don't heal themselves with it. So, like, humans can take their feathers and eggs and be healed with them. Weaknesses. Pure metals. Like, they cause burning to the griffin's body if you touch them with a pure metal, right?
What?
Yeah. And their beaks are fairly weak. Weak beaks. Hashtag weak beaks. Like, they can grab a
I need to
hold.
do that as the hashtag for when I launch this episode.
Hashtag weak beaks.
I gotta sneeze. Oh, fuck.
Their beaks are like they can hold and grab and stuff, but they can't really crush anything with their beaks, and like you could break it if you really hit it hard enough. Yeah, but it's not gonna do a whole lot of
With a knuckle baby uppercut smash?
Yeah, that would destroy the beak. Weak beak.
So its durability is not very high.
No.
I'd say almost a 3.
I would go higher than that because it's strong. It should be way higher than a
4.
human. Like a 10,
5.
probably.
No.
How about a 4?
I think 4 works.
I say 4.
Or for our Espanol friends, 4.
For our French, 4.
For our German, Quattro. 1, 2, 3.
Dry?
For our
Fear.
Japanese friends,
Fear?
4.
4.
Foof.
For our friends across the pond in the UK, 4.
For our Japanese
4.
listeners, I have no idea because I haven't bothered to learn any. Probably
For
a
our
bad idea.
listeners in Mexico, 4.
Wait a minute, you already covered that one.
For our listeners in Italy, 4.
Prego.
Grazie mille.
Prego. Speed?
Speed, it can fly and stuff. I didn't even mention that it can fly. Wow,
I
it's
think we
obvious
assumed,
though.
right?
Eh,
I think that was pretty obvious. Speed?
I'd probably give it like a 6 at speed, just because it can fly and it's on the ground. It's really fast too. Because the lions
That's
can.
I'd
hard
say
to spot.
intelligence is like 1.
Is it faster than
This
our?
thing doesn't seem like it's intelligent.
I'd give it a 2 for intelligence because it can still kind of accept orders fairly well, but it's not smart enough to break those orders.
Fair enough. It's like a poodle compared to a yellow lab.
That's right.
Did you say the harpy is at 6 speed?
Yeah, and what else? Minotaur.
Minotaur.
The Minotaur is at 6 speed?
I would think it would be faster than a harpy though, because it's got to be so much bigger, right? How big is this thing? Did you cover?
I knew the harpy was fast, but would this thing be fast?
It's probably slower than a harpy. Harpy can accelerate and stuff, and it's lighter and more agile, which adds to its speed.
Agreed. I would say a 5 speed then.
If you put it on a scale between an American condor and a great white hawk,
It's
what do you put
Are
it
you
as?
done?
A wood sparrow?
probably
yellow
like
finch?
like my friend Gabrielle.
It's pretty fast.
That's where I'd put it.
Well, where are you on this scale?
Gabrielle?
Little Gabrielle, I'll tell you that.
All right. Enough said.
Alright, who would you like to challenge, Valia?
Who was the mod last time? Adam?
I was.
I'm gonna challenge Adam. I haven't been the moderator in like 4 fights, so. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That means Dylan has to be moderator.
That's right.
And we know how well that goes.
Let me say something real quick. This is going to be a quick fight for reasons previously stated.
Yeah, I want to get some food. I'm starving.
And I got Waffle trapped by her drumsticks, and she's not going to be trapped very long, so...
Because you're going to
All
eat
right.
it.
Yeah.
Which creature do I get?
Let's see. What do we got? So what's the total of the points?
16.
16. That's pretty low.
You're pretty low.
You know what? Go fuck yourself.
Fight the Kuko. You fight Siren. You fight
Siren.
Medusa.
I think let's just do
Harpy.
Let's do the Harpy since it's a straight up 16 versus 16 and they can both fly.
Harpy's Feather Duster.
It's an air battle.
I get Harpy?
Yeah.
Air battle.
And we'll set the scene. A
Daybreak.
thunderstorm is brewing among the Indian Ocean.
Ooh.
Fishermen below are catching their daily catch early morning. There's no birds on the ocean, you
It's where they hunt, you dick.
That's true. You got me
You ever
there.
seen a seagull?
Never.
They're disgusting rats of the frickin' sky.
I thought those pigeons.
Whatever.
Alright. Did we have vulnerabilities for Harpy?
No.
I didn't.
She's invulnerable.
Didn't remember
Trap cards?
listening. I didn't get to listen to that episode yet.
Trap cards are pretty
Trap
vulnerable.
cards?
Put that down.
Probably like the old typical one, salt, fire.
It's not a demon.
Bad comments.
It was as
All right.
strong. It had human-like vulnerabilities. Like you could kill it with swords and stuff as long as you're strong.
Yeah.
What about just like bird vulnerabilities?
And bird feeders.
Which are human vulnerabilities, right? Like,
Poisoned bird feeders.
well, if you poison something, a human's also vulnerable to that.
I think bird feeders definitely was one of the vulnerabilities.
Was it?
Trap cards. You actually
Yep.
put it on there, you son of a bitch.
First special, you can do
All right.
Harpy's Feather Duster.
It's got charming touch and
That one's not
That's fine.
actually one. I think I have transformation.
Hold on, I'll pull up Harpy real
And
quick
something else.
because I have it in my notes.
I also started the wiki.
That would have been good to send you this then. Strengths, weaknesses. So in
Wait a minute.
human form, yeah, they're culpable to everything a human is, and in demon form, they're strong, but they could take what a human can handle, but you multiply it by a little bit.
hold on a second.
The Harpy.
While you're looking that up,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the vulnerabilities for Epona, our horse goddess thing. One of its vulnerabilities is horse harmers. Fuck is that? Was I not here for this episode? I don't remember horse harmers.
People who hurt horses.
Well, yeah, I mean, no shit. Then you could write like Minotaur harmers, Leshen
Minotaur.
harmers.
So it's vulnerable to the thing that controls it, basically. Makes perfect sense. Minotaur.
I got a link to
All right,
send
so
you
bird versus
people.
bird. Fight.
Caw caw. Caw caw.
So to recap, we have Valia defending the Griffin, which we have at a strength of 5, a speed of 5, an intelligence of 2, and a durability of 4. It is vulnerable to pure metal and weak beaks. It has weak beaks.
Hashtag weak beak.
Just the one. Its special is that it can heal other people, but not itself. And for the Harpy, we have a strength of 4, a speed of 6, intelligence of 3, durability 3, and its vulnerabilities are trap cards and bird feeders. And its special is charming touch and transformation.
I'm charmed.
So before when we did the Harpy fight, we did the transformation Harpy, so we will continue to do that. So there was an episode where I'm like listening to it, and then all of a sudden we just start laughing for like no reason, but we like recover well enough, and I was sitting there listening to it over and over again. I'm like, did we laugh at this part? And then I remembered that's when Dylan sent Max Keeble in the group chat. Just his face.
It's gotta be like group chat if we don't say anything and it's just play it.
Yeah. It just clicked because that was when we first started talking about Max Keeble's big move. Great movie. We might read a review about it later. Alright. So we have an air battle. Griffin versus Harpy.
Oh my god.
Arab battle.
Let's not get into that.
So since we are in the air, the Harpy is already transformed.
Well, are we in the air? Is it up to the
demon
mod?
form?
Yeah, it's above the Indian Ocean.
Ooh.
A thunderstorm is brewing. Mid-morning. Fishermen arrive. Boats in hand. Rods in hand. Shoes on feet.
Alright.
Yes.
I start.
Can you go on with that intro?
With Harpy.
Temperature.
Harpy just goes
23 degrees Celsius. Humidity 78%.
You're doing that forecasting, aren't you?
Oh no, but that was really interesting. All right, go ahead.
Harpy just flies at him and kills him.
All right.
I play trap card. Mirror Force.
Shit!
Kills him with what?
Mirror Force.
So, I think with my vastly superior intelligence being 1 point higher, and my speed being 1 point higher, so my vastly superior speed, the Harpy is gonna just fly around this thing. It's gonna be so dizzy, just circle, 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 circle.
Dot, dot.
So dizzy, and then land on its back, smack it in the rear, and drive it straight into a boat, where fishermen will begin whacking it with poles because they think it's a lion.
I,
Hold on a second.
as the Griffin.
Hold on a second. Should we make a rule about bystanders here? Do we allow bystanders? Because I know in other episodes we didn't. Specifically, we didn't.
I mean, it's up to the moderator.
All right, I'll take it.
I always allow that bystanders can be in it.
I'll
I mean, we had Fur can summon demons, and we've had the demons participate.
I'll allow it.
So, I'm getting thrusted back, and in my mind, I'm thinking, what is this little hoe bag doing? Does she realize that I'm the king of beasts? And
birds.
Don't birds apply to beasts? Or is that a separate category? No. Fine. Does she not realize I'm the king of beasts and birds? And then claw swipe, remember, eagle's talons, right? Claw swipe at the neck of that little skinny bitch, the Harpy.
I block with claw swipe of my own.
Oh.
And it's like those epic animes where it collides and then we stare at each other in the eyes deeply.
3 episodes later.
As we realize we're both master swordsmen.
No, we were watching
clawsmen.
Yeah.
And then our movements to save on animation are so fast we're just
repeated and flipped.
So
horizontally. Like
I break through the block initially because I'm far stronger. And I break the block, right? So it takes away from the damage that I could inflict. But it still hits, in my opinion.
Block is broken.
Valid.
Attack is lessened by 60%.
Do I hit the neck?
You hit the neck.
I say, good luck, whore.
Oh,
next
2-minute penalty, foul language.
Ooh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
Can't swear?
I wait 2 minutes for him to get out of the penalty box because the fight can't go on without him.
No?
As I'm in the penalty box, I'm taunting the fans who are booing me because I'm the bad guy in the sports story.
You get many beers thrown on you.
You like it, don't you? Yeah. And then I look at a guy and a couple, and I look at the lady and I'm like, hey, to insult the guy sort of because I'm hitting on his chick right in front of him.
Better watch what you're doing here.
Yeah.
Boy. All right. So,
All right, the second he comes out of the penalty box, I swoop by and slice at his face.
what
Try to break that beak.
say you to this beak?
Break
I think
that
that break's got a beak, you know?
My beak's gotta be.
It's gotta happen.
So my beak is gone?
Hashtag weak
Your
speaks.
beak is mostly gone.
So my next attempt, my beak is gone. I basically tried to just smother the harpy because she's small, like it's tight, you know? She's tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In an
Tight.
attractive way. Tight.
All right.
She's tight. And I'm like this huge ass
Like
lion.
Hillary Clinton.
Like Hillary Clinton, exactly. In one of those freaking suits. So I smother the harpy, right? In like just this lion freaking body and just try to grab and just start clawing at the back of the harpy as like I'm hugging it basically.
This is where my trump card
Oh.
is. I drop a necklace.
Oh.
Oh, jeez, I
There
gotta
we go.
guard that necklace.
Get that neck.
Oh boy. I'm looking down at that necklace. Isn't it in the water though? So it's like I can't even
It's
see it.
falling towards the water.
I don't know how to react to that.
You gotta get that necklace,
Does
right?
it fly down to catch it?
Yes. I fly down, catch the
It's pure metal.
Oh, shit. It's a platinum necklace.
That's a good move. The metal burns my hand and then I drop it and my hand is slightly burned.
All right.
I come down claws first. Just slice at your head. Push you into the water.
Oof.
Attempt to.
Oof. See, I feel like as an eagle though, as a part eagle, I could handle water better than the harpy.
I think it's gotta strike you though, you know? You're distracted by this necklace and the burn, and this harpy's gonna get you while you're distracted.
But I'm saying if I'm in the water, I could handle the water better.
Yeah, you
Like,
can
I'm
get
pushed
out of
in
the
there.
water.
But you're
that
also
attack-
part cat.
That is true.
Oh, shit.
But I'm also part eagle. But I don't have a beak anymore. This is a tricky one, but I'm still like my physical man strength is able to overpower.
Finish him.
Physical man strength.
So my goal at this point, if I'm drowning effectively, I try to take the harpy down with me and I do a crocodile style flip as I'm like grabbing it. Crocodile style flip, then wings flapping just above the water so I can hold the harpy down. Do I succeed into the
I think this harpy is weakened. And, it's got to get this attack. But this harpy's probably attacking back, right? I mean, it's fighting for its life.
Isn't it still caught
Clawing
up at the
like
neck?
crazy.
Yeah, that's doing a lot of damage, you know? It's bleeding out.
Damn it.
I grab one of his feathers and stick it there.
That's a good move, actually.
Yeah, that is.
You know, honestly, if I'm doing that, I gotta take a piss right now.
Let's just end it before you go.
All right.
So who would win?
Who do you say wins?
The feather heals slowly. That Griffin wins. Drowning plus neck wound, not a good combo. I've been in that situation myself. Didn't end well.
Did you kill someone?
No, I mean, that's for a later episode.
I got you. Wink.
Alright, today we learned about the Griffin, and not Peter Griffin. We learned that it is part eagle, part lion, namely wings of an eagle, face of an eagle, front claws of an eagle, everything else lion.
Wings
And
of an eagle.
we learn eyes of an eagle.
I don't know what any of these songs are. Is this 30 Seconds to Mars' new album?
This is Weezer.
No, dude. Only the first two albums.
It was on the same album that they covered Africa.
That was a pretty good cover, I gotta be honest.
It was.
We told the tale about how Mufasa banged an eagle to produce a griffin to kill Scar from Lion King, my girlfriend, which I'm sad about. And we found out that in a very vicious fight between a griffin and a harpy, not a herpy,
Herpy. No one
the
can
griffin
win
would
that
come
fight.
out on top with strength, but man, would it be bloody and disgusting.
Just like herpes.
Claw marks and broken beaks, hashtag weak beaks. Oh.
Shit's gold.
Oh yeah, shit's gold too. And if you've enjoyed what you've heard, we hear that leaving a rating or review on iTunes or Stitcher helps you to shit gold. Disclaimer, that may be a lie.
I've heard girls like guys who review things.
And
True, that's
guys
true.
like girls who
I
read
hear-
things. Let's not be sexist here.
I hear girls like girls who review. Did you say girls like girls or guys like girls?
People like people who review things.
People like people who review things. It's very true. That's why being a critic is still
I've
a
heard
job,
girls
even though
taking a
they're
break
not good.
and fellas knowing what I'm talking about.
But if you leave a rating review, and it's a good one, and it's appropriate to read on our podcast, which, believe me, is not a very hard line to hit, then we can read it on our podcast. Like these two by Super Duper Hilarious by JB Sheboygan says, pretty great.
That's nice. Thanks, JB.
And then over on Stitcher, I listened, so I reviewed Mythology with a Touch of Truth. I found this podcast pretty hilarious and interesting. They tend to focus on the absurdities or exaggerate a bit, adding a bit of spin on the typical myths.
I haven't
That's
exaggerated
only
once.
truth.
A touch of truth
Yeah, this is
pretty
only
generous.
Tell me a time
Yes.
I've exaggerated, reviewer.
I'll hunt down whoever left that review
Let's find
and
them.
give them a stern talking
And a
to.
t-shirt from our website that doesn't have t-shirts.
Squarespace.
Our website also may or may not exist by this time. We'll keep you up to date. And you can send us positive vibes on Twitter at Myths and Men or over at our Facebook page of Myths and Men. Hope to see you next week when we talk about something else.
Y'all some dumb motherfuckers.
Man, I really gotta pee.
The music you heard on this podcast is called Call to Adventure by Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech.com. It is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license.
Oh yeah, because my argument was like, what if no one ever told you you're retarded? You know? Like, they were all embarrassed for you, and no one ever told you, so you never knew.
How
Like,
you
what
would be in
your
like
argument?
special classes though and stuff. You would
Well,
know.
maybe not. Maybe not. That's like the prove your consciousness type of thing, but on a way stupider level. Like prove you exist. You can't do it. Prove you're not retarded.
Isn't the prove... Well, no, that's prove
Isn't
you're
that like
self-aware
Rene
is saying
Descartes or
I
something?
am.
Yeah, I think therefore I am.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't even know what that is.
Philosophers and philanthropists. None of
pretty
us are
good.
philanthropists.
Did I started a company.
You literally... Well, that doesn't matter. Philanthropist is like donating money. And you just literally told us about how you were talking about how selfish you are.
I mean, honestly though, if we're gonna get into this, like the only way I am like good at not being selfish is like buying people's shit. Like, I'll go to a restaurant with someone. I've never done this with you guys because I don't like you guys that much, but I'll go to a restaurant with someone and be like, I got this. Like, when they give us the bill. But I'm not gonna like say that, like, hey, let's go to a restaurant, it's on me. Because that's just stupid, you know? Like, you gotta do it.
Yeah,
in
you
the
want
moment.
them to come because they want to be with you, not because
Yeah.
they want a free meal.
And I don't want them to think about like what they're getting.